Let's get cracking.
Oh.
Let's get cracking.
I don't understand.
Let's get cracking. Why am I playing all this?
What?
I only started here. Okay, what's for? Wow, that seems fast for me. I think it was a better idea to really start actually one slower. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it once. We're not together.
Okay.
Let's listen very carefully. That's your, especially you have to follow the theme. I cannot follow you, right? Yeah. You have to follow very well how I phrase. So your bass.
Yeah.
Because I remember that from the Instagram, our Instagram post when we uploaded it was not completely together then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's work on that. That's better. Wrong note from 2. Okay, that's better. I just wanted to tell you that we started the vlog without any warming up. So we want to show you different types of videos where we're more prepared, like in concert, or videos when we're completely unprepared because of the piece is completely new, and so we have to practice it. In this case, the piece is not any more completely new. We haven't vlogged this piece before, right?
No, it's actually very new. We just recorded a little piece for Instagram and that's it.
For our followers who are on Instagram, they've seen much more of the progress of this piece actually. On Instagram we upload a lot more short videos where you can see how the piece is progressing. And I remember that one of my posts on Instagram was me playing solo this piece, like my part only. And I was actually so much slower in my now we are able to play it much faster already. And that's interesting to see how the pieces develop. But anyway, what I wanted to say is that in this case we started very quickly in a very quick tempo. I couldn't handle it, like I'm not focused yet, I'm not warmed up, and not just physically but like mentally I'm not warmed up what we're practicing, so I was getting confused. Now you will see that if we play faster, with time it will get easier. Shall we?
Yeah, I also think actually, and that's a danger that a lot of people fall into, is that for me, for the first 2 bars, right, I'm the one that has to set the tempo, so it kind of was my fault. But like the first 2 bars are so exciting for me that I'm having a lot of trouble controlling my tempo. And when you have the first few bars of a piece that are very exciting, I would absolutely advise you to think further on about the piece. Think about what tempo would be good and then start. So I just started without thinking and just really enjoyed these first 2 bars, but I didn't actually set, I think, a good practice tempo for us.
Set a good practice tempo for us.
Okay, I'll try.
That's a little slow setting of the tempo.
Yeah. Why don't you play the first one?
Can you get excited? Okay,
Oh, yeah.
let's do it around.
You know, there's just slow and really crazy fast, okay. Nothing in between.
slowing down.
Maybe because of this one, I think. Yeah.
It's good to find an excuse, right? Once more. No, you don't keep the energy. It's like it relaxes instead of. You have to always be alert. You have to always have this kind of concentration when you play something fast, that you're always ahead of the game, that you're ahead of your playing ahead in the score, that you're always in control. Otherwise you don't have reaction. So try to think ahead, to somehow raise your concentration to a very high level. Nice. As you can see immediately when we warm up once in a slow tempo, and that's why I tell our students all the time, you have to practice slow as well, because slow is a miracle. Slow is where you connect with the piece. Slow is where you get ideas. Slow is where you just really know what you're doing. You're raising your consciousness. Your do you say that? Yeah, your consciousness. Your level of being conscious when you're practicing.
And also, I think really simple, you hear more. A lot of our students, they just, when they play fast, they don't even hear that they're sloppy. And I think that if you slow down, there's just a lot more that you can listen to. So
this is one great example right now for me. It's a reconfirmation that this works. What I'm telling our students works. And you have to do it. It just works. Like I immediately could react. I'm immediately into the piece. And so this is good. Okay, so what we have to work on here is, in the past, in the very beginning, actually, that's an interesting story, at least for me. So I'll share it. In the very beginning, how I played these pieces. Look at my right hand. So I disconnected on every 16th, on every 8.8 note. Instead of playing legato. See, that's different than. You cannot hear it that much, I think, in the upper register, but you will hear it here. That's with disconnecting, and that's. In the very beginning, I thought I would like to play it like this. But I thought that's so inconvenient in a fast tempo. Now I simply play legato. And what actually I discovered gives the feeling of disconnecting, of this kind of a dance, like jumping like feeling, is the left hand, which the left hand plays actually short. And then I don't need to do that with my right hand. I just. Even Elvira actually mentioned once in one of our rehearsals, she said, wow, how do you do this so quickly?
I thought actually you were disconnecting the right hand because the right hand sounded staccato.
Yeah. So this is a nice trick if you have something similar, because the pieces, the different composers compose things that, you know, technique in one piece is going to appear in another piece. So it's very useful to learn those things. But anyway, that's something I wanted to say because it's so interesting for me that I play just legato now. It's so much more natural. Okay, so what we have to focus on in this rehearsal for now is that we are not completely together. It disturbed me on the Instagram post. Of course, it's a new piece, so we have to fix that, but we cannot, of course, play it in the future like this. It has to be really, really matching. So let's give it a shot once more in this tempo. No, here
slower.
Down. Yeah. So I think with you the problem is that if you transition from here and then we go to a different like right intonation, you change. Like whenever we have to finish the phrase, then and then here or Whenever we
No,
have to...
it's actually something different.
Yeah, what is
it's
it?
the pedal that's slowing me down. So in a really fast tempo, you have to have a really, really skilled pedaling technique if you want to change, because I'm changing on every note at some point. And you have to react really well. I have to practice that a lot, because changing pedal that fast is actually really difficult.
Perhaps also you can practice it with a metronome if that helps.
I'm already practicing it. I don't know, for those of you, we were just mentioning Instagram, for those of you who watched that Instagram post, I actually mentioned, it was our last week YouTube video. It was our last week YouTube video in which I mentioned actually that the rehearsal, and this was the rehearsal of this piece that wasn't on camera, so you didn't see that. But one of our first rehearsals, it didn't go well. And that was because I was practicing.
That's why it was not on camera. You didn't have to see. You didn't have to see that. We would be banned from YouTube.
And so I told you that it didn't go well because I practiced too slow. And I told you about the types of students. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. But I actually practiced all week quite faster as well, combining it as always with slow practice, and I think that it already improved. I just think that because we changed this pedal really recently, I haven't practiced it that much.
How did you summon the courage to make a YouTube video after one of the rehearsals not going well?
I somehow managed.
Yeah? Okay. I think in this video we won't be banned.
I don't know, I heard some wrong notes from you.
I will control myself until we turn the camera off. Okay, let's go once more. So try to react very quickly in and even though I don't like to say this, it's necessary that you don't think about the phrasing too much, but that you focus really to be together, and we will try to fix it in steps, because I'm also a little bit disturbed sometimes that you don't change the colors, but when you say that even already the pedal interferes with you being able to keep in one tempo, you can imagine that if I ask her, okay, now phrase also good, phrase well, it's going to become too many things at the same time. And that reminds me of what we talk with our students very often, that don't try to do several things at the same time if you're not ready for that. Like, the more skilled you are, the more things you can do at the same time. At some point, even in the beginning, like even for me sometimes when I practice a piece and it's very challenging, I really just learn the notes at first. I don't have that much space to phrase or to think about anything. So prioritize, and so just try to keep it now in a good tempo. Yeah. So because it's really unsatisfying to feel that we are not matched well. Yeah. Let's try. Here it's lost a little bit, tiny bit.
Too slow?
And also you have to listen, because I don't play in one and the same tempo. It's quite flexible.
I know.
So can we do from the beginning of the page? I'm not so sure. I will listen to it after, but I have the feeling that it's not together.
Okay.
I mean, I have to focus also a lot, so I cannot hear everything, because it's also kind of a new piece for me. I'm not fluent yet. Can we start from the beginning of the page? Oh, this jump is really crazy. I have to do...
Oh, that's a far.
Yeah, I have to just allow myself a tiny bit of time, and then with time I will remove that taking of time. Yep. Can we do like the last triplet before 3?
Yeah.
Is it possible? Maybe from here? It's not good. Yeah. Once more, the same.
Once more slow?
No, once more, okay. And then.
Yeah.
Okay, once more slower. Another tip: whenever you're trying something in a fast tempo, don't give up There are two options. There are people who give up very soon. Okay, immediately I have to go slow. Those are less. Those people are less. The majority of people continue going fast, like maniacs, and it just doesn't work. So as you saw, Elvira suggested slow. I'm a little bit stubborn. I want a few times, 3 to 5 times. I try to see if I can manage in a fast tempo. I like challenging myself. If it doesn't work, I slow down because it's pointless. It's obvious. It's showing you experience. It's showing you that it's just not going to work, that you're not ready for that. So you will see that. We'll do it now on slow. Yeah, okay, now in a fast tempo, like it works. So as you saw from this session, is we picked up on something that we were not satisfied in the past. Like I mentioned on our Instagram, check it out. By the way, we upload really a lot of content there. We're uploading basically almost every single day, and I want to start uploading even more than once a day because it's interesting. I enjoy recording my practice. I enjoy recording just whatever comes to my mind. So check that out. But as you saw, we picked up on something that didn't work on one of our posts. It just got into my head that we're not together. I will listen now to the video back to see if it's a little bit better. Of course, behind the camera, we're going to continue. Don't think that this is it. We're just showing you in our videos. What we try to do is we try to be really authentic in the sense that we don't want to hide things. We don't want to show like, look at my prima vista, and then I show you a piece that I've practiced for years, because you see that a lot. So we like to stay authentic in that sense that people have to see, our students have to see, and people who don't know us have to see how it really is with professionals, that it's not perfect, that you have to work, that you discover things. It just basically, we want to show.
Yes, and that we work in the same way as we tell our students. I mean, we don't only practice fast and then tell our students to play slow.
No, absolutely not. So you saw that we had to slow down. Behind the camera, when we switch the camera off, we're going to do that much more. We just try to summon everything, kind of, not summon up, but how do you say that? We try to get everything tightly into one video, but that's basically what happens after the video, what happens in more stretch kind of form.
Exactly. I mean, just the boring part of repeating again and again and again, because that is what practice is.
That's what we're going to do. Continue working on getting this piece more and more together, so it's really fitting well. And one of our next vlogs will record this.
It's such a nice section.
But it's quite tricky. It changes a lot of, but it's fantastic piece. Fantastic piece. We'll record more of it. Like we said for our Instagram, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You help us enormously. Share the video with other people, with friends, family, with people you know, because you help us grow the channel, so the algorithm picks us up. That will be it, right?
Yep.
See you next time.